Good morning, Richard Lewis Brown, April 27th, 2021. I just got done doing a short, quick video that's going to post here shortly. This is a Facebook Live video. If you see this video, if you want to come on, I'll share the spotlight with you. This is an important video, and I'm going to try to be brief, but clear and concise. I seek your support to be the new Local 1000 president. Okay? Again, my name is Richard Lewis Brown. This is April 27th, 2021. I did a short video, 2 minutes or less, but this is the Facebook Live video for today, and I'll do probably a few more. I seek your support to be the Local 1000 president. I need you to return those ballots. And if you don't want to vote for me, I respect that. Please vote. Make a copy of your ballot, pull up your tab, sign a return envelope. Take a picture of your return envelope, seal it. If it doesn't seal correctly, make a note of that, tape it up. Just that quick and just that simple. Here's the next point. We're not going to let Local 1000 cheat us out of victory. We're not going to lose hope. We don't give up. Real Americans fight. We do not give up in this country, and voting is the only solution. Yesterday, about 4 o'clock, Sophia Perkins, myself, Tony Owens, we met, we talked to SAC-B about this cheating, these violations that are going on. It was her idea to meet. She has a connection with SAC-B. That's fantastic. So we all sat down, and talked to Wes Van Snicker, if I'm saying his last name correctly. All of this because I reported what was sent to me yesterday, secret email, went out to non-members April 2nd, to all non-members, so dues-paying members like myself and Sophia and Tony, the candidates, job stewards, we did not receive the email. Telling the non-members they have to be members by April 6th. Email states your application must be received prior to April 7th. That means April 6th. But they say it like that to confuse people because they think people won't pay attention. This is a violation of policy file. You are a member in good standing as a new member the date the union receives your application. Okay? This is their 5th violation. First violation, Amanda Eichel. They allowed her to withdraw her name after the ballots were printed, and they put a note in those ballots that went to people in her DLC saying, don't vote for this person. That's wrong. Now, something else came up. I was given a phone call, anonymous, headquarters DMV, Brendan Ferguson, giving scratch-off tickets for those who are voting, trying to get them to vote for Yvonne Walker. Irene Green was also reported to me as doing the same thing. Okay? I'm not going to give out my sources, but it was reported to me that Irene Green, who's running for VP bargaining with Yvonne, did the same thing. Okay? Now, we know that Yvonne has told people throughout the years you can't use the state email system. But yet she had people emailing on her behalf in CDCR on more than one occasion. In fact, they were emailing the entire CDCR prison, all the prisons up and down the state, rank and file and management. I have the proof. I turned over some of that proof to Wes Van Snicker at SAC-B. Okay? And I turned over what Roxy Shaw put up about Amanda Eichel. Thank you, Roxy Shaw. All right. So she's making violations left and right. Didn't tell the candidates about when the deadline was for non-members to become members because she knew she was violating the policy file and she knew that would give her a competitive advantage. That's why she did that, Yvonne Walker. And she did that, and Paul Koch, who runs the elections committee, he signs off on it because he's not independent, okay? He's doing what she tells him. He is doing what she tells him to do. The entire elections committee staff, whatever they do, they get approved by Yvonne, even though she's running for re-election. That's a conflict of interest. And the board of directors, they don't care because the majority of the board bowed down to her. That's corruption. That's hypocrisy. And that's why I call her out. And people don't like that I say these things because she's a black woman and she's a Democrat. I don't care. What's wrong is wrong. And she's suffocating these non-members because they're white people and they belong to other political parties, not the Democrat Party. That's why she's doing that. She's doing it because she's selfish and she's trying to retain power. But she's getting careless and she's running scared because I got her this time. See, I haven't told you everything yet. And every time I tell you something, eventually I'll show you the proof. Everything that I've said about every candidate, I know is absolutely correct. Okay? But today is April 27th. So let me give this return love and respect to Sophia Perkins and Tony Owens for meeting yesterday so quickly, because I got the call in the afternoon. We met within 2 or 3 hours. We put our differences aside about the vision for the union. So let me return the respect. When I win this election, God willing, when I win this election, I'm going to assure you that all that cheating that she did will never happen again. We're going to have a complete new voting process where no one will ever think that the incumbent is the one in charge of the elections. Okay, that will never happen. But on top of that, because she tried to cheat, and she's cheating, not because she tried, because she is cheating, I got more stuff coming. Sophia, Annika, Kevin, David Jimenez, Tony Owens, when I win the election, you're going to work with me. I'm going to implement that 10-point platform. And as long as you help me implement that 10-point platform, you're going to be on full-time union leave with me. We're going to unify our union. So all of your voters won't have voted in vain. We're going to work together. We're going to establish this 2-term limit for all leadership positions. Okay? And we're going to get out of political spending, period. And we're going to reduce the dues by 50%. So I'm saying with love and respect to Sophia Perkins and Tony Owens, please review my 10-point platform. Because when I win the election and you agree to help me implement that 10-point platform, you will be on union leave with me, because I'm going to need your help. Now, I know I didn't get a chance to tell you that yesterday because everybody was in a rush. And I really wanted to do a live video yesterday to say, hey, all the things I've said, I stand by. And when I say that I didn't endorse you on the ballot and you didn't endorse me, that is the truth. Sophia, you have your slate. Tony, you're doing your thing. And I'm doing mine. But at the end of the day, to unify this union, when I win the election and you say, yes, Richard, I'm going to help you implement that 10-point platform, and you acknowledge that on video with me, you will be on full-time union leave with me. Because when she's trying to cheat me, because all of this cheating comes down to keeping me out. I know other people may feel like, oh, she's trying to cheat me to keep me out. The person who's talking about eliminating $15 million a year to international is me. The person that says that we're going to cut all that political spending, which is more than 50%, it's more closer to 7%, is me. I'm the one that's wreaking havoc on her life. She's coming for me, and I'm coming for her. Okay? And you guys are just caught up in the middle, and I apologize for that. But see, I'm coming for her so hard, so fierce, that this time I've caught her in more than one occasion because she's desperate. She's doing anything she can to hold on to her power, which means she ran all these other people, Miguel, Kim Coward, Irene Green, who's the other person? Tara Rooks, Christina Kakugan, Randall Sand, all these other names that you don't even recognize on the ballot. All these people are in cahoots with Yvonne to keep MTC from getting reelected, okay? We've all made mistakes. I've made mistakes. MTC's made mistakes with the salary stipend. Tony's made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. There are no perfect people walking this earth, okay? I can forgive people. Can people forgive me? Can the supporters of MTC forgive me for all the things they've called me? Can they? Can they? I'm telling you, I'm going to still win this election. And I'm telling you, if you don't want to vote for me, you make sure you vote. You make sure you tell your colleagues to vote. And here's the other part. If you want to become a member now and to vote, and I'm telling you you're violating the policy file, they're not allowing you to vote, I want you to email local1000elections.seiu1000.org. And then you have to CC me on that email. Richard DeReal 7437@gmail.com. You want my work email? rbrown@treasurer.ca.gov. Okay? Because we want to have a track record. Because once you have a significant number of people wanting to become members to vote in this election, that is substantial to win an appeals case. But not at the local 1000 level. You got to go higher than that. Okay? Every time a person who feels that they want to become a member and vote in this election, you have to email them and let them tell you in writing. Okay? And email them 3 times. And you make sure you CC me all 3 emails because they're not going to answer you. Okay? Because what that is a dereliction of your job. Okay? They're being told by Yvonne, don't answer these emails. Take your time. Drag it out. Okay? Then we can say, well, it's not a reasonable amount of time. It is still a reasonable amount of time up to May 7th to become a dues-paying member and vote in this election for them to get that ballot out. Let me get critical with you for a second. People say, well, how many ballots got sent out? No one knows. Why does no one know? Because our due-paying membership, the number, is kept secret. Only Yvonne knows. Not even Tony Owens and Kevin Miniger and Annika Walsh, they don't even know how many dues-paying members we have in our union right now because she's keeping it secret. So you don't know how many ballots she has to send out. We don't really know until they announce at the end, well, we have this many members. Well, how many members could we have had if you would allow people to sign up to vote in this election? See, these are the lies and the tricks, unethical behavior of Yvonne Walker from 2008, along with Paul Koch. And, Paul Koch says, we have good, clean, fair elections. No, we do not, Paul Koch. And I'm not letting up off you. And I'm not afraid of you, okay? Okay, I'm a black man. If you think you can intimidate me or scare me, you got another thing coming. Yvonne Walker does not scare me or intimidate me, okay? And I can't wait when I bring all this information to the press, see? Because the thing is, they don't want to talk about her in the press because she's a black woman and she belongs to the Democratic Party and she has connections. I don't care about her connections. I'm coming for you, Yvonne Walker, because you've been destroying people's lives for years. People can't even retire because they can't even count on to getting their pay raises on time because you gave up our money in this current contract. You delayed it. And you've done it before in the past. I'm not giving up on going at you, Yvonne Walker. I'm going at you. And I got you cheating this time. You just don't know. I guarantee you, I got you this time. Oh, I know I got you. You're going down, Yvonne Walker. You better call your attorneys, not those union attorneys, because they're just as guilty. No, you better get some private attorneys. I'm telling you, Paul Koch, you better run for the hills. I am not playing. I am not backing up. I'm not taking back not one word that I said. And when I say there's corruption going on, you're gonna verify every ballot with every return ballot envelope. And then you're going to send out a letter to every member to make sure that they respond in writing saying that that ballot they sent in and that envelope is accurate. Because what I know in my heart, people are not getting their ballots. You're not mailing out all those ballots to all these dues-paying members because you won't even tell us how many dues-paying members to begin with. So that's the first unethical behavior, your lack of transparency. Okay? You're going to verify everyone because if you don't verify on this protest, every ballot against every name, and those people don't send letters verifying it, and it's made available to the other candidates, including myself, whether I win or whether I lose, I don't care. I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to win off cheat, okay? We're going to establish the fact that we will have clean and fair elections, and we're not going to be hypocrites and talk about the Republicans and all the things they do, because you're no better than they are, Democrats. And I mean that. You are not going to intimidate me. You're not going to push me around. You're not going to bully me the way you bullied a lot of women in our union because you're a woman, Yvonne Walker, and you have these other people do all this aggressive behavior and tactics to get women to do what you want them to do because they represent 60 to 70% of our union. I'm a man. You ain't coming at me like that. If you want to send some of those dudes at me, you got to go ahead and send them at me. I'm at 3225 43rd Street, Sacramento, California, 95817. I ain't no punk. Okay, you ain't not gonna push me. You're not smarter than me, not in the streets nor in the books. You don't have a college degree. You can't touch this. And I mean that. And I want people to run back and tell her what I said. I caught you cheating this time. I got more stuff coming on you. And I'm getting more calls from people who are saying, I've been a dues-paying member for years and I still haven't got my ballot. That means if they've been a dues-paying member for years and they haven't gotten their ballot, you know what that tells me? This time that they actually care and they're calling. But you won't even, the Local 1000 Elections Committee won't even respond to the email because I'm being CC'd on these emails for a track record. Okay? And when people call that 866 number, our union number, and the number shuts down, the calls are not being responded to, okay? People, when you do that, keep a record and send it to me because I'm building a case that's monumental. We're going to destroy this corruption in Local 1000. See, this is why I'm keep telling you, change is not enough. Okay, we got to create a whole new culture, a whole new way of doing things. And the first thing we got to do is get rid of International because they're the ones that are helping her do all this cheating and fraud going on. They stand behind her because they know if she doesn't win this re-election or Miguel doesn't win, it's all over if I win. Okay, that's why I tell you it's me against the world. That's why I say it's me against the status quo because nothing I say is like what the other candidates say. I'm telling you, these politicians are not our bosses. But because she tells you the politicians are our bosses and she's hoodwinked you and tricked you for all of these years, when someone comes and tells you the truth, you can't even shake it. You don't even understand when someone's giving it to you and telling it to you correctly. It's like going to church. You've been living a life of sin for so long that when the preacher gets at you, you're shook. You're shook. You don't know what to think. But you know in your heart, Richard Lewis Brown is that dude. He's that guy. He's the person we need at this time, the right choice. Miguel, you've never been at the right time or the right choice. You've always been a fluky, a flanky, a sycophant, a follower of Yvonne Walker. All of these other people who are running. MTC has tried, but they're not going at her like I'm going at her. And the reason why Sophia called that meeting yesterday, because she got shook. Because finally she saw that Richard had the evidence. But I got more evidence. More transparent evidence. I'm just getting started. This is April 27th, 2021. And I'm telling you, we're not going to lose hope. We're going to win this election. We're not giving up. And if you still want to become a dues-paying member, send that email to local 1000 elections at SEIU.org. Tell them you want to become a member because you want to vote in this election. Okay? And you're going to CC me, Richard DeReal 7437 at gmail.com. Or if you want to be super professional, send it to my work email. Because this is voter suppression. My work email, rbrown at treasurer.ca.gov. I'm not playing games, people. Okay? Some people think that I'm obsessed. You doggone right I'm obsessed. Because the great ones are obsessed with obtaining greatness. I'm trying to inspire greatness to pursue the creation of excellence. Okay? For our union. And these people on Facebook who call me names like bastard, arse, numbnuts. I'm going to be the best bastard you've ever seen. I'm going to be the best arse you've ever looked at. And I'm going to be the best numbnuts you've ever heard of. We're going to win the election. Sophia, Tony, do your job. Get as many votes as you possibly can. If I win, you back me up on my 10-point platform, you're going to be working with me, Sophia, and your entire slate on union leave. And all these other union leavers, they're being returned back to work immediately, okay? And all that stuff that's going on with the union, all those internal discussions where people were doing this and doing that, that's going to end, okay? That's what's going to happen when I win this election. There's going to be something huge, all right? Now, some people think that there's been embezzlement and that Yvonne's stealing money. I'm not going to say that part. I'm not going to say that, there's a possibility that she's embezzled money. I'm not going to say that. Other people are saying that. I won't say that. What I'm telling you is she's trying to cheat this election like she's done in the past. But this time she's caught, got the email, that type of information that should have been afforded to all the other candidates, only she had. That is truly monumental. That's going to cost her. She doesn't know it yet. She's lost it. She didn't want to run again anyway. She's lost it. She's gotten sloppy. She's careless because she's shook, because she knows that she can't push me around. Because it takes one from the community to get at somebody from the community, okay? I'm not white. When I say that she's being prejudiced and she's discriminating against these white people, Okay, she can't pull that race card on me because I am just like her. That's not going to work. I'm not going to be politically correct. And anybody thinks that I'm making this a racial issue, it is a racial issue. Because that's why we have a low voter turnout. Because white people are so sick of our union being led by a person who's African American who gives up our money. But they have too much professionalism to say it openly in the state of California. In the South, they would tell you. Okay? So what I'm telling you is, I'm not telling you to vote for me because I'm black. I'm not telling you to vote for me because, I'm going to stop the corruption. What I'm telling you is to vote for me because we're going to create a new culture. Okay? What I'm telling you is all the things that she's done wrong, I'm going to clear it all up. Okay? And this country is not so progressive that when one black person is in a position of leadership and they screw it all up, that another black person can come right behind them and take over. It's normally very, very hard. So when minorities get into a position of power and influence and they screw it up, white people don't want to re-elect another black person. Okay? And I don't care what you think. I'm telling you what it is. Okay? Don't try to give me this woke, you Black Lives Matter, and people call me bastard and arse and numbnuts on Facebook. You're not that woke. I don't trust that. Be you. If you're white, embrace being white. Because you can best believe this black man ain't never giving up my black skin. Now, we're going to win the election. And I've got the evidence of her cheating. Don't worry. Okay? If she cheats and wins this election, there will be a protest. But it's going to be so monumental, she should have walked away when she had her opportunity. Okay? I'm telling you, Yvonne Walker, on April 27th, 2021, walk. Walk away. I got you. You're going down. I got you cheating. And I know you knew exactly what you were doing because you did it in the past. And Paul Koch, your accomplice, along with those other people, okay? Because people are going to get possibly subpoenaed. Walk away from this, Yvonne Walker. You've hustled and manipulated people for your whole career. Walk away when you can. Walk away from this fight. Okay? You've knocked over Ken Amidi. You've knocked over Miriam Newesium. You've knocked over Donna Snodgrass. You've knocked over a lot of people. You're not knocking me. We're going to fight. We're going to fight. We're going to fight to the very end. Okay? You ain't winning. I may not win, but you ain't winning either. April 27, 2021, Richard Lewis Brown. Vote for me for Local 1000 president. If you want someone that's going to fight for you, you see how I'm going at Yvonne Walker, the incumbent who's trying to cheat this election? Okay? And I'm going to go at these politicians the same doggone way. I'm done.